Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm going to share with you a presentation now. So LUMSA is the second oldest university in Rome. It was founded in 1939, and it's a public, non-state, a private university. And it's a specialistic university focusing on areas such as law, economics, social areas, and international relations. We're going to go into details in a little while. For now, I would like to show you a few numbers. To begin with, the 9,000 students that are currently enrolled in our university. This means that we are a middle-sized university, and this number actually helps us reach our mission, which is support students in their education and really assist them encouraging a dialogue, a direct dialogue between students and professors. So such a number helps us reach that goal. I'm going to show you that 96.7% of our students are fully satisfied with their career with us, which means also that we take this as a proof that we're working in the right direction with regards to the support that we give to the students throughout their career with us. And as you can see on the very last line, here are a few numbers about the programs that we offer. So 9 bachelor's degree programs, 10 master's degree programs, 3 single cycle master's degree, more than 70 professional degrees, professional masters, and 4 doctoral degree programs. We're going to go into details now, so don't worry. Just to give you an overview with the admission procedures. This really depends on the country of origin of the students. So this vary a lot, actually, depending on the area you're from. But do not get discouraged, because there is a specific dedicated office to help you throughout the whole application process, throughout the admission, and support you with the documents step by step, answering your questions with regards to the documents you need to present either to us or to the embassies. So, you have this opportunity, so leverage it. The welcome office is there for you to answer all your questions from the beginning to the end. So in order to contact the welcome office, you can just simply write an email to international.admissions@lumsa.it. Regarding the fees and scholarships, I want to point out that the university actually applied a special discount of 50% on the overall enrollment fees for international students. This means that all international students can leverage the education at LUMSA for 3,500 euros per year, which is definitely a little bit more than any state university, but also definitely less than any private university in Italy. And with such fee, you actually get the services of a private university such as LUMSA. So besides this special offer that LUMSA is offering, there are also some external scholarships that you can apply for, scholarships that are issued by the region Lazio, or the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, or the private association Associazione Tincani, which supports students and their education at LUMSA specifically. Enrollment for...
Just, can you allow me a minute, Anna? Because I think this is really important for the audience. So I will say it in Spanish, just in case. Entonces, gente, esto es algo súper importante antes de que empecemos a sacar conclusiones anticipadas, porque obviamente sabemos que las universidades públicas en Italia prácticamente no tienen costos. Sin embargo, muchas veces las privadas tienen muchos beneficios, y en este caso lo que estaba contando Ana es que la Universidad de LUMSA, que es privada, no es pública, tiene un costo anual de 7.000 euros. Sin embargo, para los estudiantes internacionales ya empiezan con un descuento del 50%, entonces el valor anual es de 3.500 euros. Sin embargo, es bueno destacar que hay becas disponibles, y por ejemplo, nosotros en Machap, nosotros los ayudamos, parte de nuestro servicio es ayudarlos a gestionar las becas, por sobre todo las estatales que van por afuera de la universidad. Y las becas estatales pueden cubrir hasta 5.200 euros por año, es decir, que la beca estatal les puede cubrir el 100% del valor de la universidad y les queda dinero para el bolsillo de ustedes. Entonces eso es muy importante que lo sepan, porque al final de cuentas la universidad termina saliendo sin cargo para ustedes y de hecho les queda plata en el bolsillo, insisto, porque la beca estatal que da la región de Lazio en este caso, que es donde está la universidad, puede llegar a alcanzar hasta los 5.200 euros al año, así que nada, es importante que aclarar esto, digo, para que no saquen conclusiones anticipadas o de repente digan, no, yo no puedo pagar 3.500, ya me voy de esta llamada. Quédense, vale la pena escuchar, hay maneras de hacerlo posible, incluso en una universidad privada, así que por eso me pareció muy importante aclarar esto acá. Nicolás, las preguntas las vamos a estar respondiendo al final, así que si quieren ir dejándolas no hay problema, pero digamos la parte de preguntas y respuestas es una vez que Ana termine con la presentación. Please, Ana, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, no, thank you very much. Sorry I can't speak all the Spanish, but I got something here and there. Thank you for your support and helping us. So another thing that I would like to add is that the enrollments are now open for next year. So when you're ready, when you think that this is something you would like to pursue, please already start contacting the Welcome Office. And it's a long procedure, but the Welcome Office will support you throughout all the stages. So as soon as you decide, don't hesitate to reach out. Now let's go in a little bit more into details with regards to the international academic offer. There are 4 master's degrees that are taught fully in English, and these are marketing and digital communications, management and finance, international relations, and psychology of work and organizational well-being. These last 2 years, all of these. Then we have some degree programs that are taught partially in English and partially in Italian, but we're talking more of a BA level, especially with political and international sciences, science and technique of psychology, and law, which is actually a 5-year long program. Then we also have double degrees and other international programs. This means that if you enroll in one of these courses, you will have the opportunity to also study in a partner university. And then at the end of your, upon completion of your studies, you will earn a double degree from both universities. Now let's go a little bit more into details, I think, into the master's degrees that are taught in English. I think this might be of interest. So the master's degree in marketing and digital communication, as I was saying, it's a 2-year program. It's focused on integrated communication and marketing with particular attention to digital and social strategies and techniques. After this program, you can enroll into PhD programs if you want to continue with your studies, or into a 1st or 2nd level master's. Upon completion of this master degrees, you will have earned a lot of different skills, particularly focused on the creation of communication products and promotional campaigns, integrating offline channels with online channels, as well as managing external and international communication flows in enterprises and organizations, and planning activities on digital tools and engagement policies. So a wide set of skills with regards to communication and marketing. Career prospects. So what opportunities will open for me after this degree? You might engage and become a social media manager, a digital communication manager, a brand manager, a digital marketing manager, engage in new media publishing, become a social media specialist and consultant, an events manager, or a sponsorship specialist, or a fundraising specialist. Now, this is also, as I was saying, all of these programs, for all of these programs, as I was saying, the enrollments are open. Let's go to management and finance. Here, of course, the goal is to integrate functional and sector knowledge, especially with regards to innovation and sustainability. In fact, there are 2 majors that you can choose from. So one is more related to banking and finance for innovation, the other on entrepreneurship and innovation for sustainability. With the first curricula, you're going to get the basis of finance and digital transformation, what is called fintech. And then the key learning objectives are to explore advanced finance topics, discover financial and investment decisions in firms, investigate the impact of innovation and sustainability issues in banking. The other major that you can choose is entrepreneurship and innovation for sustainability. Here, of course, you're going to earn entrepreneurial skills, learn key corporate functions and process, acquire the knowledge that is necessary to promote sustainability strategies, and even formulate and evaluate them yourselves. So what would you do afterwards? The career prospects include specialist in administration, finance and management control, expert in business management, expert in new business startups, expert in management of financial intermediaries, and expert in corporate finance and investment banking. Now, the third course is in international relations, and here you will engage in decision-making and problem-solving activities as a whole, learn particularly wide aspects of different disciplines such as law, history, economics, politics, and languages. Languages, in fact, are a key component of this program. You will also be able to understand the socioeconomic and the social culture process of today's society internationally, and the geopolitical challenges that open up, including with regards to the digital age. A lot of seminars take place with institutions that are located in Rome, even especially international institutions. I'm thinking of embassies. This is one of the advantages of living in such a knowledgeable capital. And so you have the opportunity to learn from firsthand from people that are actually involved in diplomacy and pursuing the career that you're into. Especially with international relations, what could you do afterwards? So you become an expert in international relations, especially working in editorial offices, press offices, agencies, think tanks, and international NGOs. You could become a diplomat. You could engage in and work for national and international bodies, or become a company manager. Now, the final course in English, full in English, master's degree, as I was saying, is Psychology of Work and Organizational Well-being. This master program aims to train graduates and in the field of psychology, especially with regards to the management of human resources and the promotion of well-being in the workplace as a whole. So this includes you will be able to carry different tasks, including selection, evaluation, assessment, retraining, and career development, intervene on social conflict in the workplace, evaluate such conflicts, help with the design of organizational environments, assess the quality of services, detect work-related stress, and promote the psychological health in the workplace. So career prospects, again, managers of human resources and organizational process among public and private profit and non-profit organization. You could become a consultant, so a trainer, a counselor, a tutor, a mentor, a coach, a recruiter, an evaluator of human resources, an analyzer of the quality of processes, of the culture and risk of work-related stress. And you could also work in stress prevention and organizational well-being as a whole. Now, this is all for the programs that are fully taught in English. Just an overview of other courses that are taught in Italian. So I would like to point to the last paragraph here. So social work and non-profit organization sciences, management of welfare policies and social services, management in economics, linguistic and cultural mediation, IT techniques for data management. These, except for the second one, are all at the bachelor degree level. Also, you can engage in human studies, and so in Italian, again, psychology, 2 years, primary teacher education, 5 years, educational sciences, BA, communication sciences, marketing and digital media, BA, planning and management of social educational and training services, communication, innovation, and experience designs. These last two are a master's program, while the first 4 are BAs. PhD programs, this is a little bit ahead, but you can know from now that it's possible to engage in PhD programs in both in English and in Italian, and in also a wide spectrum of advanced education, professional masters. But for that, for the professional masters, you need to contact a specific office that is the master school. There are over 324 Erasmus agreements, which means agreements with universities within the EU to help you in your mobility for studying or researching abroad. But also there are also 35 agreements with non-European institutions, so outside EU. And this is very interesting for us. And for the students.
Anna, just in case, sorry, can you go back? I would like to highlight the previous slide.
This one?
The previous, yeah, this one. Gente, esto es súper importante porque acá estamos hablando de una oportunidad de internacionalización hacia Italia, la Universidad de LUMSA, y Ana acá nos está diciendo que ustedes pueden lograr una internacionalización de la internacionalización, es decir, que la Universidad de LUMSA, como es parte la Comunidad Europea, ustedes van a integrar, como estudiantes de la Universidad de LUMSA, entran al Tratado de Erasmus, que les permite movilidad académica dentro de todos los países de la Unión Europea, cualquier universidad en otro país. Así que cuando estén estudiando en esta universidad o en cualquiera de las universidades que es parte del programa de Erasmus, ustedes pueden aspirar a hacer un semestre o un año si quieren en otro país, en Alemania, en el que quieran. O al mismo tiempo también lo que nos estaba comentando Ana es que también tienen acuerdos con países no europeos, en este caso los que se ven ahí abajo, que básicamente pueden ser en otros continentes también, así que es importante que, como siempre hablamos, esto es un primer paso de internacionalización que les va a abrir un mundo de oportunidades, pero una vez que están allá, la realidad es que el límite se lo ponen ustedes porque la cantidad de recursos y posibilidades que hay son enormes. Y por ejemplo el programa Erasmus, que es generar intercambios sin ningún tipo de costo para el estudiante, todo lo contrario. Así que nada, me parece que es algo muy, muy importante para destacar, porque realmente hace que la experiencia, que ya de por sí es muy rica por el hecho de poder vivir en un país como Italia, multicultural y demás, y aprender el italiano, además de mejorar el inglés y demás, les permite explorar Europa desde la perspectiva del estudiante en otros países también, o otras partes del mundo, y no es poca cosa. Esto es darle que ustedes como latinoamericanos tengan la posibilidad de moverse por el mundo sin tener que preocuparse realmente casi de lo económico, que desde acá de esta región es prácticamente imposible imaginarse a veces muchas de estas cosas. Simplemente eso. Sorry, Anna, please go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, this is something that I would also like to point out. I think it's especially important for international students. We have established a language center for certification that is called the CLIC. This allows students to engage and learn new languages, or even to participate into exam to get international certificates. So this is specifically true for languages such as English, Spanish, Italian, German, French, and other non-European languages. But it's particularly important, this center, and you will get to know it, because international students, when they get to Italy, and especially when they get to LUMSA, they are required to take Italian courses mandatorily here at LUMSA with the CLIC. Now, those courses are completely free, But for students that engage in programs that are fully taught in English, you will need to take at least a basic course of Italian. For those that engage in a course that is partially in English and partially in Italian, you need to take both the basic and intermediate course with the language center. Also, I would like to say this is actually a tool the university wants to give to international students, so that when you get to Italy and when you get to Rome, you have some tools to really engage in conversations with locals and better understand their cultures. So it's actually a tool for you to experience the culture a little bit better and engage faster, you know. Going
Ana,
now.
sorry, just to highlight. Nada, lo que estaba comentando Ana acá es que la universidad también pone a disposición para los estudiantes cursos de idioma, y de hecho el curso de idioma de italiano, por más que ustedes vayan a estudiar inglés, es mandatorio, obviamente no a un nivel lo mismo que la carrera, pero es mandatorio porque para que ustedes tengan una estructura del idioma y no solo lo aprendan por el día a día, sino que también lo puedan aprender digamos, de forma correcta el idioma. Entonces la universidad busca que ustedes cuando salgan de la universidad se vayan con 3 idiomas. Obviamente, por supuesto, si quieren acceder a más idiomas como los que están mencionados ahí, mejor aún, pero sépanlo, eso es importante. Thank you, Anna, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So graduating at LUMSA, one of the goals of the university is to have the students engage into the work, enter the job market. How do we do that? So we have launched a talent academy, which is a project that on one side helps students into preparing for interviews. So they help you write a CV efficiently. They teach you how to find jobs online, how to apply. They prepare you for interviews and job applications. On the other side, through this project, the university hosts actually fairs within its own spaces. So this helps facilitate a dialogue between potential employer and the students that want to become employees, right? So it's a way to facilitate the dialogue with the hiring managers. Studying at LUMSA, you see in the picture, this is this is the central library of the university. It's a very innovative building, and it contains 150,000 volumes and 410 journals. It's in the center of Rome, like all of the buildings. They're located at the very heart of the city. And so this is so important for the city that it's even open to the residents. So there is an area that is dedicated to citizens. So it's not only open to students. Now, living at LUMSA, you might want to know that the university has opened 2 halls of residence in Rome, in the Central Prati district near the Vatican, which is where the university is located. But if you...
Sorry, but that's really important. Gente, acá lo que acaba de decir Ana es que la universidad está pegadita al Vaticano, es decir, que están en el corazón de Roma, al lado de la ciudad del Vaticano. No es poca cosa. Thank you, Anna. Sorry.
No, thank you. It's really at the very center of the city, and it's really close to St. Peter's, just to help you understand. And it's very close to the subway, so it's very easily connected. It's depending on the building. The departments are located, say, literally 2 minutes up to 10 minutes far on foot from the subway. So it's extremely central. It's located in one of the most touristic places in the world. And so are the residences that the university offers. And another service that the university provides students is an accommodation service. Now, this is also a free service. It's an office that actually already evaluates other options in the city. So if you don't want to stay in the residence, in the campus, you can talk to this accommodation service and they will help you find other solutions. Now, if you are looking for a private room in Rome, the cost would be about 400, 500 euro per month. If you're looking for an apartment, that might be 800, a studio, I would think about 800 euro, a private apartment. So the solutions that this service offers, suggest, they are already evaluated at the beginning. So there's somebody that's actually visited the place and seen that they are connected, easily connected.
Perdón, sorry, Ana, just good to mention. Ana estaba contando el tema del alojamiento. Básicamente la universidad tiene alojamientos propios y además, si no ustedes quisieran quedarse fuera del campus de la universidad, que también obviamente lo pueden hacer, tienen un servicio de Accommodation Service. De todos modos, es parte del servicio de matchup de end-to-end que damos, es ayudarlos con esto, ya sea con el servicio propio de la uni o por fuera de ahí. Pero bueno, destacarlo, porque la uni tiene sus propios dormis, por ahí al principio para el primer pasito para llegar a Italia, a veces algunos se sienten más cómodos yendo a los dormis de la uni, otros no, obviamente también dependerá un poquito de la economía de cada uno, pero bueno, es bueno que sepan esto. Sorry, Anna, please go ahead.
Thank you. So this is also to let you know that you can practice your sports at LUMSA, that there are some scholarships, and I mean, also some partnerships with national institutions and also structures where you can actually practice your sport. You can connect with us online. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And also another networking tool that I personally believe is very important is the Alumni Association. This combines all alumni of the university, of course, as the name says. But it's an important resource because you will be able to share ideas, values, opportunities, as well as maybe some difficulties that you might have encountered in your path with professionals that are a little bit ahead in the same field that you are working in. So I think that's a tool that needs to be stressed. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ana. Bueno, gente linda, hasta acá llegó, bueno, la presentación de Ana, que lo trató de hacer lo más rápido posible para dejar espacio a preguntas y respuestas, que obviamente la idea es darles a ustedes la disponibilidad de los próximos 15, 20 minutos de que puedan hacerle directamente preguntas a Ana. Para hacerlo, pueden hacerlo de forma escrita en el panel lateral que tenemos acá en la pantalla, o bien puede ser, levantan la manito y le damos paso y lo preguntan. Si quieren preguntar algo y no saben inglés, me avisa o lo preguntan en español y yo traduzco. Y obviamente si se animan a preguntar en inglés, mejor. Ahí vio que Emily levantó la mano. Sin embargo, había una pregunta, dame un segundito, Emily, porque también ahí vio Guillermo. Había una pregunta previa que había hecho, se me ha salido del panel, no me acuerdo quién era, respecto al idioma. En general el idioma, tanto el inglés como el italiano, te piden el nivel B2. Y para demostrarlo generalmente es a través de algún examen internacional. De todos modos, voy a pasarle a Ana la pregunta para que ella nos pueda responder porque la pregunta era en inglés. Anna, there was the first question that when you were presenting was, I see a lot of hands being raised, so there will be some more questions, that's good. But there was a question from a student that was asking for the English level. So, or sorry, the language level. He was speaking in English, so I guess he was referring to English, but still, if you can answer for both languages, I guess it's B2 in both cases, but I allow you to go ahead by you.
Okay, so sure. When you enroll in a program at LUMSA, you will be required some language certificates, specifically depending on the program that you are applying for. So if you're applying for a degree program that is fully taught in English, you will just need to provide a certificate for English. And the level that you are required is a B2 level. Now, any certification that is issued by any accredited notable institution, language institution is valid. And if you don't have that sort of certification, but you feel like you have the skill, then you can also get that certification through the language center that I was referring to earlier. So that's for you to have an idea. If you are enrolling.
Sorry, Anna, what's the optional from the exam? Let's say the student doesn't have an exam, but they feel they have the level. So
the level?
Then if they have the B2 level, they think they can do it, but they don't have a certification. What's the option there?
That's no problem, because they can refer to the language center, the click that I was mentioning earlier, the center within the university, and they will assess the level for them. So
okay, let me explain this, because this is really important, because sometimes the people doesn't have a TOEFL or a Duolingo or any other, I don't know, any other certification, and they think they need to take an exam, but it's really practical if you guys take care of that in your language center. So just let me, just in case, let me translate into English. Entonces, gente, lo que estaba contando Ana es que el nivel de italiano o de inglés que se requiere es B2. Básicamente cualquier certificación de inglés de alguna institución certificada que pueda demostrar que tiene nivel B2 es suficiente, o sea que no hay un requerimiento en particular de algún examen. En el caso que no tuvieran ninguna certificación que acredite ese nivel, pero ustedes se sienten cómodos con el nivel de su idioma, la universidad, el centro de lenguajes, de idiomas de la universidad, les va a tomar directamente a ustedes una prueba para evaluar su nivel de inglés, y si les va bien en esa prueba con la universidad, es suficiente. Es decir, que la universidad no les requiere que tengan que salir a dar un examen internacional. ¿Por qué es importante mencionar esto? Porque cuando uno tiene que rendir un examen internacional, lo tiene que pagar. Es decir, por más que el Duolingo no sea muy caro, que creo que es el más barato de todos, no recuerdo ahora cuánto estaba, pero creo que estaba como alrededor de los $70. El Duolingo está a eso, creo que un TOEFL está más cercano a los $190, en fin. La universidad les ahorra esa necesidad si no tienen ningún tipo de certificado y pueden directamente hacer la demostración del nivel de idioma en la universidad misma. So we have to take a test, study in Italy. No, bueno, Nicolai, creo haberte respondido recién. Si no tenés ninguna certificación que certifique tu nivel de inglés, la universidad, o sea, de alguna manera la respuesta es sí, tenés que tomar un test, pero el test te lo hace la propia universidad, no tiene un costo en particular, sino que te lo hace el centro de idiomas de la universidad para evaluar tu nivel.
Federico.
Yes.
Also, if they are, so this works for English if they are enrolling for a program that is fully taught in English. If they are enrolling instead for a program that is part in English and part in Italian, then they will also need to prove a B2 level in Italian. And the same, it works the same way as for English. So they can get the certificate, either they already have a certificate, or they could get their skills in Italian evaluated as well by the language center. So just so they can do that for Italian too.
They are asking if the test taken by the university is something they made online.
I'm sorry?
The test that the university takes, it's online, right?
The language test?
Yes.
Yes. It's done through the language center. So.
Okay, perfect. Preguntas, and this test is free, right?
With the click, I'm not sure.
With your university.
Yes, I'm. With that, I will need you to refer with the click, because I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I don't want to give you a partial information. I'm not sure about that, but I can say that it's for sure free when they get to Italy and they need to take the introduction courses in Italian. That I know. So, thank you.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Gracias por la presentación. Thank you, Anna, for your presentation. I'm Emily from Peru. I'm interested in studying in Italy. Now I am bachelor in architecture, but I would like to study postgrad studies in Italy. Also have work experience there, at least for some years. My question is, what is more the most what's the most recommended for me in my case, because I don't know if I will need to study under degree first to get a job in Italy, or if only with a master it is possible. So I'm not very sure right now if I will need to go there to get a under degree of 3 years, I think, and maybe in interior design or something similar to my career that I made here in my country, or I can follow a master of 2 years. With only the master in Italy, it is possible to get a job there, or they usually ask you for a degree before the master made in that country. Because at least here in Peru, I think that most jobs ask you to have a degree here made in one of our universities. I don't know if you have understand me.
No, I do. I did. I'm trying to think. So my advice would be, my personal advice would be to contact the welcome office via email and present this question, because part of this question, I mean, in order to answer your question, I think you need to be aware also of the visa that are issued specifically for your countries and the requirements that are issued for your countries, since you want to stay and work. So I think the best for you to get the best answer, I think it's important to write an email to international.admissions@lumsa.it, and maybe, as you said, present what you asked me, and maybe add a CV so that they can evaluate, but they will support you, and also ask you for additional documents if needed, in order to really have all of your efforts worth and really address your answer to the best, to your question to the best. I don't know if I was clear with that.
Yeah.
Let me just help with a bit more of clarification here, but in Spanish, just to make it easier for everyone. Emily, básicamente en Italia, la visa de estudiante te permite trabajar 20 horas por semana mientras estudias y 40 o full time cuando no estás en periodo lectivo. Podés trabajar de lo que vos quieras, o sea, es legal, o sea, te permite trabajar legalmente, ya sea cuando estás en grado o cuando estás en posgrado. Realmente puedes trabajar de lo que vos sos especialista, como de cualquier otra cosa que vos quieras, no hay una limitación, porque legalmente podés trabajar. Así que da igual si es posgrado o posgrado. Si vos terminaste una carrera de grado y querés hacer un posgrado en Italia, simplemente parte del proceso de admisión es la validación del título, y después simplemente aplicás para el posgrado y listo, y puedes hacer el posgrado que querés, y mientras estás haciendo tu posgrado puedes trabajar. Y después que terminas el posgrado, si te querés quedar en Italia, te puedes quedar en Italia, puedes extender tu estadía un año más en concepto de búsqueda de trabajo, y una vez que conseguís trabajo durante ese año, podés extender tu visa y quedarte allá el tiempo que vos quieras. Así que para responderte por ahí de forma más sencilla, de todas maneras, si querés, después lo seguimos conversando con el equipo, con el equipo de Machat para no hacerlo más extenso, pero es parte de las tantas cosas con las que ayudamos a los estudiantes.
Gracias.
De nada. Ok, tengo a Guillermo con la manito levantada y tengo a Daniela. Guillermo, vamos a hacer, dejar a las damas primero. Así que le vamos a dar espacio primero a Daniela y después, pasamos a vos. Daniela, please go ahead and feel free to ask whatever you want to ask.
Hola, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Daniela from Bolivia. My question was that if there is any age limit to apply, because as Emily, I also study architecture. This year I'm graduating. So I would like to make also a master's, and I didn't quite understand, but I'm not sure if I can find a job while I'm in Italy with something related with my career, or how can I make about the work thing to finance my studies.
So with regard to the first question, age limits, no, there are no age limits. So feel free to apply. With regards to the second question, I feel it's similar to Emily. So my answer would be the same. Contact the welcome office and ask them to evaluate your case specifically, and maybe add your resume and a little bit of your history so that they can help you understand what are your options.
Yeah, okay. But it is possible to work as an architect there?
Exactly. I mean, coming from abroad, you mean?
Yes.
After the completion of your studies?
Yes, after.
After the completion of your studies, you can apply. But you will also, since this question specifically also, I feel like this question specifically regards also the kind of visa that you're issued. I feel like it's more correct for me to say, contact the international office and evaluate with them whether the visa you will receive will help you stay and potentially apply. Because much of this question has to do with the bureaucracy from the countries that you're from. So
yeah. Let me just respond this. Básicamente es lo mismo que le expliqué a Emily, Daniela. Vos tenés una visa de estudiante que te permite trabajar legalmente 20 horas por semana durante el ciclo lectivo y después full time, o sea, 40 horas por semana cuando no estás en ciclo lectivo. Durante el momento que vos estudiás, si conseguís trabajo en un estudio de arquitectura o relacionado a lo que vos estudiaste, es parte de los trabajos que vos podés conseguir en Italia. Vos estás habilitada legalmente a trabajar esa cierta cantidad de horas. Ahora, terminado el posgrado o lo que y te querés quedar buscando un trabajo en Italia para lo que vos querés hacer, lo podés hacer. La visa te lo permite, tanto durante como después. Así que en ese sentido no hay una limitación. Obviamente después estará el tema si conseguís un trabajo exactamente lo que vos querés hacer, pero bueno, ahí está más dependiente de la disponibilidad que haya en el mercado laboral en el momento, pero vos la habilitación para trabajar la tenés.
Ok, gracias. Una preguntita más. ¿Qué necesitaría demostrar para poder tener una visa? O sea, me refiero al tema si necesito algún monto en específico, algún tipo de, no sé, como por ejemplo para Estados Unidos, ¿no? Que tienes que demostrar raíces.
Entiendo tu pregunta. A ver, depende del caso de la uni que vayas. A veces te piden, sí, hay que demostrar genuinamente, hay que demostrar que uno tiene la solvencia para poder afrontar el pago que le correspondería, en este caso los 3.500 euros que le sale a la universidad al año. La realidad es que igual, dependiendo de la situación económica de cada uno, nosotros podemos gestionarle las becas estatales que se dan por necesidad, no por nivel académico. Por tanto, si podemos demostrar una situación financiera tuya que lo amerita, se puede conseguir una beca estatal. No es muy difícil en Italia, no es lo mismo que en Estados Unidos, no lo pongas en el mismo lugar porque no es así. Obviamente hay requerimientos, pero es muchísimo más simple que lo que es Estados Unidos. O sea, no hagas la comparación porque son muy distintos.
Claro. Perfecto. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Okay, Guillermo, that's your time right now. Please go ahead. Sorry to make you wait so much.
No problema. Buenas tardes, chicos. Hannah, hi, I'm Guillermo from Peru.
Hi.
Well, I have two questions. The first one is, for example, as I know, if I am not wrong, in Italy, you have 12 years of studies, and here in Peru, we have 11, right? So with that in mind, do we have to make, one more year in Italy of the studies to access to one of the programs?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the first part? How many years do you have?
Okay, yes. As I read, in Italy you have 12 years of studies, and there is there is an entire process of 3 cycles or something like that, and as I understood, you have 12 years, and here in Peru we have 11. So do we need to make one more year of studies, or it is different? I don't know.
No, that's correct. We have 12 years of study here. So if you don't have 12 years of studies behind you, then you can take a foundation year. So let me rephrase actually. You might even engage for 1 year in one of your universities and then apply with us, or you can apply for a foundation year directly with us. The foundation year directly with us is actually a language and cultural year for you. So you will get to know, it's a general cultural course, but it's enough for you to get the 1 year that is required to actually start a program in Italy. So that's correct.
Oh, okay. And the second
Sorry, Guillermo, really good question, because that's applied to all the countries in the region that they have primary and secondary studies. They have 11 years instead of 12. So as Anna says, you need to do the first year in the university and then transfer to the university, or you can go to Italy and do the foundation year, and there is more a year for languages, study languages, and the culture is more general knowledge. And once you finish that, then you can engage with the degree you want to do.
Okay. Excuse me, could you repeat once more, because I had to move to open the door, so I couldn't hear you at all, Federico. I don't know if you could repeat, please.
Yes, sorry. I will go in Spanish maybe to make it easier. Lo que decía es, en el caso de sistemas educativos de Latinoamérica que entre primaria y secundaria tengan un total de 11 años, y en Italia como tienen 12 entre primaria y secundaria, van a tener que hacer o el primer año de carrera de grado en la universidad en su propio país, si quieren, o la alternativa es a en Italia hacer el Foundation Year. El Foundation Year es básicamente un año previo a iniciar la carrera en el cual se dedican a nivelar su idioma y van a aprender temas de cultura general y demás, se van a estudiar, pero digamos más temas generales, y después cuando terminen el Foundation Year ya empiezan con la carrera. En Italia las carreras de grado, salvo medicina o odontología, duran 3 años, así que eso es importante mencionar. No sé si eso responde a tu pregunta, Guillermo.
Sí, y la segunda pregunta, and the second question is, how could I apply to the 50% scholarship at university, for example? I mean, which requirements do I need to accomplish?
To get the 50%?
Yes.
It's applied automatically to all international students. The 50% discount, you mean? That's applied automatically to all international students, but you might also, if you want, you could also apply for other external scholarships. Let me go back to that slide, so maybe that could be helpful. So as you can see here.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so it's 50% on all overall enrollment fees. So it's 3,500 euros per year, and that's applied automatically to all international students. It's a way to support them with moving and engaging with us. Then you can also apply for other external scholarships. One is issued by the region Lazio, and the region Lazio is where Rome is located, so and the university, therefore. And then the other is a scholarship from the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and you can apply to that through your embassies, or the private association Tincani, which is an association connected to the university that aims at promoting education for young people. So these are the three other options that you have. But mainly, the main aid is actually the 50% of the enrollment fees, because you have to consider that this is also a private university. So as a fee, it's a little bit higher than any state university. But if you consider that it's a private university, it's way cheaper than any other competitor. And you get the services of a private university, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Those were my questions.
Thank you.
Well, let's do the following. We have two more questions with the hands raised, and then there are some others that I think are here in the chat, but we can take them over, so we can let you go, Ana, in just a couple of minutes. So,
hello, I am Juan Cruz. I am from Argentina. Gracias,
Hi.
Federico. Hi, Ana. Good presentation.
Thank you.
Well, I have a question about the sport. In Argentina, we have the possibility to have a sport scholarship. What about the university in Italy?
Okay, I know that for the previous years, there has been some, but for the next years, I refer you to the welcome office. So write an email and ask if there is something that it's available for the following years as well.
Okay, thanks.
Juan Cruz, hay distintos tipos de becas. Creo que la más importante de todas es las becas estatales que da cada uno de los gobiernos o los estados de Italia en el que vas a estudiar, que los da el estado mismo, no lo da la universidad. Digamos, esas se otorgan, y ahí creo que le estoy respondiendo probablemente a varios las preguntas que tienen, se otorgan en base a la necesidad y no en base al desempeño académico. Después la universidad tiene las propias también, o sea que son acumulativas porque una la da una universidad y otra la da el estado en el que está la universidad. Entonces son dos cosas distintas. El fondeador de la beca son entidades distintas. Pero te diría que la más popular, la que más nosotros estamos ayudando a muchos estudiantes a conseguir, es la que brinda el Estado, donde está la universidad, y que esa depende más de tu situación económica que de otra cosa. Pero bueno, lo que te sugiero es que hablemos después, cuando terminemos esto, para ver tu caso particular, y desde ya nuestro trabajo como Machap es tratar de ayudar a cada uno de ustedes a que puedan acceder si se pueden, a la mayor cantidad de becas posibles a las que puedan acceder. Así que eso es parte de nuestro servicio también.
I have an additional question about accommodation. In the case I get the external, the 50% scholarship of the university, then I get the total scholarship from the regional, from Lazio, I think. I can get free accommodation also, or do I have to pay accommodation from the university?
No, the accommodation is on you. It's not on the university. The accommodation is on you, which is also part of the reasons why the university decided to make the special offer of 50% discount to support the students. But the cost of the university depends on, the cost of the accommodation, it's on the student.
Okay,
And what was the price? Sorry.
Oh, the price depends on, well, the residences offer some space in shared bedrooms, but if you go through the the accommodation service, they can help you find also other solutions. So if you want, I'm thinking a regular price in Rome for a private room would be 400, 500 euros. If you're looking for a studio, a private apartment, that could be about 800 euros. So that's the range for you to consider.
Okay, thank you.
Emily, de todas maneras no te preocupes, después hablamos con vos offline, analizamos tu caso. Insisto, parte de nuestros servicios es ayudarte con todo eso y explicarte bien cómo funciona todo.